Hi, all my friends. Okay, so we're in the chapter 12 of Jeremiah, and Jeremiah was, of course, a prophet, and he's, telling the people what to expect and why. Okay, so Jeremiah complains of the wicked prosperity. God laments the desolation of his heritage, etc. So he goes on to say, righteous art thou, O Lord, when I plead with thee, yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper? Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously? Thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root, they grow, yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth, and far from their reins. But thou, O Lord, knowest me, and hast sent me, and tried mine heart toward thee. Pull them out like sheep for the slaughter, and prepare them for the day of slaughter. How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither, and wickedness of them that dwell therein? The beasts are consumed, the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end. If thou hast run with the footmen, they have wearied thee. Then how canst thou contend with horses? And if in thy land of peace wherein thou trustest, they wearied thee, then how will thou do in the dwelling of Jordan? For even thy brethren, the house of thy father, even they have dealt treacherously with thee. Yea, they have called a multitude after thee. Believe them not, though they speak fair words unto thee. I have forsaken mine house, I have left mine heritage, I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies. Mine heritage is unto me a lion in the forest, it crieth out against me. Therefore have I hated it. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Yet come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard, and they have trodden my portion under foot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. Ministers that are not really preaching God's word, unfaithful. They have made it desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth unto me. The whole land is made desolate, because no man layeth it to heart. So all land is people, okay? Crust of the earth, we're made of clay, okay? The spoilers are come up on all high places through the wilderness of the sword of the Lord shall devour from the one end of the land even unto the other end of the land. No flesh shall have peace. See? Okay. So they have sown wheat, but shall reap thorns. They have put themselves to pain, but shall not profit. They have ashamed of your revenues because of the fierce anger of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord against all mine evil neighbors that touch the inheritance which I have caused my people Israel to inherit. Behold, I will pluck them out of their land, and pluck out of the house of Judah from among them. And it shall come to pass, after I have plucked them out, I will return and have compassion on them, and will bring them again, every man to his heritage, and every man to his land. And it shall come to pass, if they will diligently learn the ways of my people, to swear by my name, the Lord liveth, as they taught my people to swear by Baal, then shall they be built in the midst of my people. But if they will not obey, I will utterly pluck up and destroy that nation, saith the Lord. Chapter 13. Thus saith the Lord unto me, go and get a linen girdle, and put it upon thy loins, and put it not in water. So I got a girdle according to the word of the Lord, and put it on my loins. And the word of the Lord came unto me a second time, saying, take the girdle that thou hast got, which is upon thy loins, arise and go to Euphrates, and hide it there in a hole of the rock. So I went and I hid in Euphrates, and as the Lord commanded me. And it came to pass after many days that the Lord said unto me, arise, go to Euphrates, take the girdle from hence, which I commanded thee to hide there. Then I went to Euphrates and digged, and took the girdle from the place where I had hid it. Behold, the girdle was marred, and it was profitable for nothing. Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Thus saith the Lord, after this manner will I mar the pride of Judah and the great pride of Jerusalem. The evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in imagination of their heart, walk after other gods, serve them and worship them, and shall even be as this girdle, which is good for nothing. For the girdle cleaved to the loins of a man, so I have caused to cleave unto me the whole house of Israel, and my whole house of Judah in the Lord, that they might be unto me for a people, and for a name, and for praise, and for glory, but they would not hear. Therefore thou shalt speak unto them this word, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Every bottle shall be filled with wine. They shall say unto thee, Do we not certainly know that every bottle shall be filled with wine? Then they shall say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will fill the inhabitants of this land, even the kings that sit upon David's throne, the priests, the prophets, the inhabitants of Jerusalem with drunkenness. I will dash them one against the other, even the fathers and the sons together, saith the Lord. I will not pity, nor spare, nor have mercy, but destroy them. Hear ye and give ear. Be not proud, for the Lord hath spoken. Give glory to the Lord your God before he cause darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while you look for light, he turneth it into a shadow of death, and make it a gross darkness. But if ye will not hear it, my soul shall weep in secret places for your pride, and mine eyes shall weep sore and run down in tears, because the Lord's flock is carried away captive. Say unto the king, to the queen, Humble yourselves, sit down, for your principalities shall come down, even the crown of your glory. The cities of the south shall be shut up, and none shall open them. Judah shall be carried away captive, all of it. It shall be wholly carried away captive. Lift up your eyes, behold them that come from the north. Where is the flock that was given thee, thy beautiful flock? What will they say when he shall punish thee? For thou hast taught them to be captains, and a chief over thee. Shall not sorrows take thee as a woman in travail? And if thou say in thine heart, Wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good, that are accustomed to do evil. Therefore I will scatter them as the stubble that passeth away by the wind of the wilderness. This is thy lot, the portion of the measure from me, saith the Lord, because thou hast forgotten me, trusted in falsehood. Therefore will I discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. I have seen thine adulteries and thy names, and the lewdness of thy whoredom, thy abominations, the hills and the fields. Woe unto thee, O Jerusalem! Will thou not be made clean? When shall it once be? Okay, I'm going to stop there. I was listening to a live broadcast of Off the Left Eye, and it was more of a 12 questions that were answered by Curtis and Jonathan, and I asked a question underneath the video about the LGBT community and what did Swedenborg think about that, if at all. And there's nothing in his writings about same-sex couples in heaven, because our bodies are cast away, okay? It's our spirit that's important, okay? So I think that that's why the Lord's not really all that concerned about the LGBT. I mean, he is, because what's going on is the hurt, the lack of love, and the lack of respect for other persons. The love of neighbor, okay, is what's missing. And just as you can't change the skin of the Ethiopian, you can't change the sex of what a person is, what they're born with, and what the Lord made them. And the Lord had a reason for doing what He did. I have my opinions, and you've heard me speak on them, and I won't go there right now. It would take up too much time. But again, when you are a spirit and you're in heaven, what your will, what your heart, what your charity, what your mind, your thinking gravitates to, that's where you'll be. That's where you'll go when you get to heaven. If you're a good person and that you did good things here on earth, and that you did everything in your power to make things better for your fellow man, for your neighbor, and you tried your best to lift people up, whatever way that might be, then that's what the Lord looks at, okay, is your heart's intent. So I just wanted to mention that, because I think for our community, that's really important, that we understand that we are first spiritual beings, and that our bodies are just our bodies. Beauty fades, you get old, get fat, whatever, unfortunately, and then you lose it. And so our bodies will go away to dust again, to clay, but our spirit, our mind, our senses, what we remember, what we did, all that will take with us, and our senses will be even heightened. We'll be able to see more and hear more, and according to Swedenborg, and so I don't know, I just think it's really important. I put a link on my last video of Swedenborg 101, so you might want to take a look at that. I just really find it very helpful and enlightening to my my walk with the Lord and what He's showing me. And as I'm reading, and I've read Swedenborg's 2 books so far, Heaven and Hell, and I forget the other name of the other book. I'm sorry, I just can't, for some reason, can't think of it. Anyway, so as I'm reading, I'm like, oh, that's what that means. That's what beasts mean. That's what land means. That's what, it's not an equivalent always, just like our English language. There's other meanings and stuff, but once you put the context together, it makes sense. Or colors, or, because the ancient people knew all this stuff. So it would be akin to, if I were, for my generation friends, if I were to say, that's far out, doesn't mean that it's really far away, it just means that it's really great. Or it's, what do the kids say nowadays? It's bad, okay? And I don't know what the newest, latest, and greatest sayings are right now, but as an interpreter, I've got to try to stay up on these things. So anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you, because that's what the Lord is looking at, and that's what He, because He says that throughout this whole Bible. What is your heart's intent? What do you do? Who are you worshiping? Who are you looking to? I am the one true God. I made you, made all the stuff that you're seeing. I'm giving you, yet you're turning away. Why? Because there's evil in the land. You've got to learn how to thwart that. Get rid of that. Get rid of those thoughts. Okay? See my other video on that. All right. Take care, you guys. It's Tuesday. Hot and humid in Southern California, Ventura, anyway. So stay cool out there. Be safe. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.